So me and my wife went to Arizona for the first time for both of us for our 10-year anniversary, and I thought it would be super romantic to go out and rock hunt. We were there 5 days in Sedona. We traveled 2 days and got to a couple places and found some fire agates and some other stuff. So I saw everybody else's videos and just thought I would share some of my own finds and also some of the locations where I found them, since that was really tough. People really keep their secret locations secret. So enjoy. So we were in Sedona for 5 days. We had time for 2 rock hunts. It was mostly about spending time together with me and my wife. The first one we went to was in Campe Verde. I think it was called Canyon Trail. There was like a cattle guard. You could go down a dirt road, go over a cattle guard, and then there was like a wash you could scramble down. And that's where I found a couple items. Initially I thought this was an agate because of the bands, and it still might be, I'm not sure, but it might be just, yeah, it's a little bit waxy. That might be an agate. It's either that or banded jade, according to ChatGPT. So I actually found that on my way out, and actually I didn't find it in the scramble. I found it walking back down the trail up on top, which was much more accessible. And that's where I also found this, which at first glance I thought was an agate too, but I'm pretty sure that it is actually just banded jade. But still pretty cool, a good souvenir. Gonna keep it, pretty happy about it. And then there was lots and lots of this stuff. Lots of crystal. I forget exactly what it was. ChatGPT told me what it was. I guess if you put some kind of chemical on it, it'll fizz. It's super soft, but yeah, you can see the nice shards in there. Still a really cool souvenir. I want to make a case for all these rocks. First rock hunt in years. I went as a kid a lot. Forget what this is, but pretty cool find. And then there was some more of that just crystally stuff. Nothing too much to write home about. So that was it from there. But I think if I had spent more time near that canyon trail in Campe Verde, I probably would have found some more cool stuff. I'm more into it than my wife, believe it or not, so I had to kind of keep that in mind as she was losing interest. And then our second trip was really much more interesting. I'll show you some of the smaller stuff first. Well, actually, technically it was our third trip. I'll show you some of the small stuff. But kind of a funny story. We went to, I'm learning about Saddle Mountain, that there's fire agates there, and you can see a small one here. And I got my instructions mixed up or whatever, but we started going to Saddle Mountain, and it would appear that there's more than one Saddle Mountain, because we went all the way into not Prescott, the opposite direction, Flagstaff, Arizona, and then we headed north towards the Grand Canyon, and we got near it, our destination in the GPS. It said Saddle Mountain, and the road just got crazy, and I'm comparing it to like what I heard about in online, and it was nothing like that. And so I look at the GPS and the website again, and I realized that the Saddle Mountain we wanted to go to was actually outside of Phoenix. It was like southwest of Phoenix. So we were totally in the wrong corner of the state. So that was a fun little detour. But on the bright side, it was a really nice drive. It was really cool seeing, I forget the name of the mountain, but it was snow-capped. It was really cool. But in any case, happy ending to the story. We were flying out of Phoenix Mesa, so we got up early the last day, And we did go to the actual Saddle Mountain that has the fire agates, as you can see, because I got them here. And these are some of the less exciting ones, but still pretty cool. And all these small ones that I've been showing you, they are like all over the place. We were there for probably an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and we found all these. And this was on BLM land. It was Bureau of Land Management, like the petroglyphs. So if you just Google, I'll add a link to it in the description of the video. But if you just Google like Saddle Mountain BLM petroglyphs, it takes you right to a dirt road that gets a little bit rough. But we had like a Nissan Altima rental, and we got down it fine. So you don't need a 4x4. And crazily, we didn't find the petroglyphs. We did find all the fire agates, but we were searching around, and in all the reviews it said that they were hard to find, and they were not joking, because they were hard to find. We never actually did find them. And so there was the fire agates, but there was also these really cool crystals, and this kind of stuff was just, it was all over the place. I mean, I didn't keep even probably a quarter of what I found. But yeah, there's all this small stuff. So I think this is the fire agate. It just doesn't have too much banding or color, so a little bit less exciting. But there were we did find some big pieces. So I'll get to the best rocks of the trip. Yeah, here's a fire agate with some of the really nice red in it. It was really fun to bring it all back and to clean it. I don't have any equipment. I just use a toothbrush and some water. Well, I shouldn't say I don't have any equipment. There was some. But yeah, this is a crystal I was really happy to have. Don't know how good the camera can focus on it, but it was great. Yeah, and some of these are still a little bit dirty. This one's got a little bit of bands on it. This is one of the white ones that I did. It's got some bands in it. I really would love to polish this one up. I knew a wonderful couple from our church growing up that I would love to talk to. They took me rock hunting as a kid, and they got all great stuff. So here's probably the best. I don't know if this is a fire agate or not, but it has some really nice banding on it. Really happy with that. And this one has not a lot of banding, but I really liked the color to it. Yeah, that's probably one of the best fire agates that we found. Just a lot of fun. We were really sweating. We got there, I think 9:30 in the morning or so. It didn't take long for us to be really hot. Oh, actually, this is another one that I found in Campe Verde. Not totally sure what this is. ChatGPT was saying maybe it's a grape agate, but it seemed like most of those were purple. And this one is not. Let's see, so I'll get to some of the bigger pieces now. This one almost seems has almost like river pebbles in it. But it's a fire agate, not a lot of color, but I'll keep it, it's still fun. And I like the size of it. Let's see, what else do we got here? So here's one of the bigger ones. And these were quite dirty. But I used my Ryobi power washer on it, and it really cleaned it up. There's a, hard to get the camera to focus on it, but there is some really good banding on this one. It was pretty cool because I couldn't see it until I used the power washer on it. There was quite a bit of grime and just like, I don't know, maybe limestone, just some loose stuff attached to it. And it really cleaned up nicely with the power washer. And this one's pretty sugary, but it's pretty cool. I still like it. I like the size. Let's see. Same for this one. It's got some crystallization on it. And I think this one had an eye on it somewhere, if I remember right. Let's see, maybe it wasn't this one. But yeah, some good bands. Yeah, you can see the crystals on it. And you really could not see much of this until I used the power washer on it. So that was a really great tool. Just a couple left. And this one has like almost like shiny orange colored stuff in it. Oh yeah, there's one that has like an eye in it. That's what I was talking about. So I don't know, I might need some ideas for keeping these shiny, some kind of polish. Thinking about making a box to keep them all, maybe with some pictures to remember the trip. This one is just kind of an agatized rock, but you can see there's some bands on there. And then had a little mistake cleaning up the last one here. It had like some stone, I'll show you, that I was trying to get rid of right here. And so I was polishing this up. I took a little screwdriver to it, a little flathead, and I knocked a bunch of stuff off, but then I was trying to get that and knocked it in half. But kind of a happy mistake, because look at that, that's pretty cool. I'm not going to smash the other ones in half, but I am a little bit tempted after seeing this and seeing the bands. So yeah, that is it. Two days of rock hunting in Arizona, and we were stationed in Sedona, which is a little bit too bad because the other locations were probably, there's not really many rocks in Arizona except for in the shops. There's plenty of shops, but overall it was a pretty good haul. I'm pretty happy, and especially Saddle Mountain, that is worth the trip. So hope this is entertaining. Thanks for watching. I live in Lake Michigan, so planning to take the kids on some trips and upload some more videos.